Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Hooker. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing. Hooker. Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Looking to throw, Hooker. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Geno. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing. Here's Ken Walker. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
On 1st down, Smith. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Hooker now on second down. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Hooker's going to throw it. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Got it. Ready?
Here's Hooker to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Draymond Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Let's go.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
70 Lions.
Gibbs straight ahead. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Gibbs again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is the tight end fan. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
It's fielded at the 45. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Stephanie! 18 Cardinal.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
70 Timberwolves.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. That pass caught, it's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here and try to tie this football game. There he goes, left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows? And
they'll come up 2nd and 7.
49, flip it off, 49.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now it's the rookie from UCLA, Zach Charbonnet. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little...
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Smith on first down. This is Fant on the short completion. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, it's Walker. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
There we go.
On first down, it's Smith. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. In trouble, and he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before break. Hooker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so... opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a three-possession game. What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 5.
79 Broncos.
Hooker.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to use his legs here.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Hold it ready.
2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Hooker.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Buffalo 18. Trap 50. Trap 50.
Back to throw. Hooker.
And that's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now back with the Lions. Here's Riley Patterson on for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This is 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Smith.
He'll find Metcalf.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw out wide to Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
First down, Seahawks.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Walker now on 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield straight.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing. Hooker. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Hooker. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Hooker.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter.
And Walker once more. It's still fighting. And that's going to be another first down. Good running for him to start the drive. This one 11 yards. 157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Metcalf. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Smith on 3rd down.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
DK Metcalf.
53 yards.
And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Quick throw completed by Hooker.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Looking to throw. Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Let's go now.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen,
Okay, ready?
despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Ready?
Third down. Hooker looks to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The
Shot.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
On the set.
Throwing after the interception. Hooker firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Ready?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and a yard.
65 catch. 65. Hey.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Check it.
Hooker on first down. Locating St. Brown for another catch.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Hooker's going to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he goes diving forward to try to get an extra yard or two. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
Now 3rd down and 7.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. But the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 23. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates.
Looking to throw. Hooker. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
First down throw here. It's Hooker.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Ready.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hurry.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Let's go now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. Just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. Hey.
Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they